Welcome back, all. Laura here. So we're going to continue on with our Divine Beast in Rito Village here. Medoh or whatever. Vah Medoh, something Medoh. Alright, so we're here in Rito Village, and I just completed 4 shrines. So I could fly down and get myself a heart container, but to be honest, I'm really not that concerned about it. So I'm going to wait. Right now, what I want to do is we're going to fly out to the shrine that's out here near the flight range. And there's a gold rupee and a treasure chest underwater there. There's also a Korok seed out there on top of the hut. I'll show you that when the time comes. Okay, so for now, we're just going to go ahead and fly on out that way. And you can probably actually see the shrine light lit up from here. That's where we're heading. There's actually 2 Korok seeds. There's one on the way. There's a ball and chain type. And then on top of the flight range itself, on top of the little wooden structure, I call it a hut, there's a Korok seed up on top of that bad boy as well. Now, if you didn't do the first step for the Divine Beast here, oh yeah, you're going to need cold protection. Actually, go ahead and put that unfreezable cap on, just in case you're dealing with any ice enemies. And you might have a couple guys on horseback coming after you. They're not very friendly, so try to avoid them if you can. One of them does have a Dragon Bone Moblin Club, though, so I'll probably attack them anyway just for the weapon. Okay, but for now, here's our ball and chain. Leave me alone! Alright, so there that is. Great, and I got a guy on horseback bugging me now. And he's got a spear, and that has some reach on it, so that can hurt. Alright, let's go ahead and deal with him. Ow! Like I said, it can hurt. Jerk face, man. Oh yeah, do not get hit by that Dragon Bone Moblin Club. That'll hurt even more. So I'll show you guys a little trick to dealing with these guys on horseback. Stasis, baby! Now, of course, they're going to jump back on a horse eventually, so you got to be kind of quick to go and get them. Alrighty, Dragon Bone Moblin Club. Gotta love it. Alright, folks. So we should be clear of any more bad guy trouble at this point. Where's my shrine? That away. I wouldn't recommend these spears, just because they're not very durable. Yes, it's a bone weapon. Yes, you'll get a very impressive attack power boost with your bone attack up set bonus, but they're just not very durable. That's my only complaint about them. You might kill one Hinox with one of those, and then it's broken. So, I just don't normally stock them for that reason. Okay, so there we are. We just activated our warp portal. Continuing on, however, to our flight range. As I mentioned, there is a gold rupee down here, so we're going to go ahead and go grab that bad boy first. And this whole place is a constant updraft. So you're going to be dancing around down here a little bit to kind of get around. Alright, and there's our rupee, folks. Right where it should be. Right there underwater. And nuts. You should be able to reach it from the shoreline here. There we go. I just wasn't quite close enough. I think the wind kind of messes with this thing here too a little bit. There you have it. There's another treasure chest down there in the water on the other side, but it's probably either a soldier's broadsword or a knight's broadsword at this point in the game. So I like to leave it there, and later on in the game when we're getting royal level weapon drops consistently, then I will come back and pilfer that treasure chest, and I'll get my royal broadsword out of there. Okay, so I'm going to skip this, but I do recommend you guys take the time to watch all the video stuff and read everything they give you here. Just in case you're a picture taker and you don't already have it, there's a swallow bow in here. You got some free arrows for the taking. And I did mention there was a Korok seed up on top of this little hut here. What are you doing, Link? Figure it out. God, Link is squirrely in this game. It's my only complaint about this game. Okay, normally when you're standing here, it activates. I don't know why it's not working now. There it goes. Alright, so there's your Korok seed. There's our flight range. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk to old boy. And he's going to challenge us to hit, I don't know, I think it's like 5 targets within 5 minutes or something. It's really not that hard. They give you way more time than you really need. But, again, you cannot get to this point in the game unless you've already talked to the village elder. And he's at the hut at the very top of Rito Village. And then you got to talk to the lady that's right next to his hut in Rito Village in the next hut over. And then it triggers a memory, and then the map update will trigger, and then you can come over here and do all this. So if you're here right now and none of this is working, go back to Rito Village and do that other stuff first. Alrighty, so I don't really need a long distance bow per se. And remember, when you're doing a mid-air bow and arrow archery, Link continues to travel in the direction he is flying in when you take the bow and arrow out. So if you're going up in an updraft, take the bow and arrow out, you're going to keep going up a little bit before you come back down. If you're going sideways, you're going to continue going sideways for a little while before you start heading down, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I believe this is another swallow bow. Crap. And I'm not going to take that right now. Okay, so, if you're ready, go for it. Now you're going to need high-level cold protection up there, which we're already wearing. Just go ahead and tell him you're ready. And we're rescuing Zelda. It doesn't really matter what you tell him, to be honest. Okay, so I can't really skip this. It's just kind of showing us what we're up against. And it looks very intimidating, but it's really not that hard. I'm going to show you guys a very easy way to take care of this thing. Very, very easy. You do kind of have to multitask here, though.
You got it.
Okay, don't get down too low. We're going to fly at an angle right now, just so that the laser beams will miss us consistently. And we're going to take this first cannon out first. Get nice and close. And I'm going to take out a multi-arrow bow and bomb arrows. And I think we're going to get it in one hit that way. No, we are not. That's unfortunate. I think we need attack power meal working for us to get it in one hit. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and need a quick attack power meal. Like I said, I'm all about easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly close but not touch that force field. And we're going to be under it. This way, the cannons won't target us. Look at that. They're just resting. So we're going to fly really close and kind of come up from underneath each cannon. Very, very easy. And as long as you got that attack power meal working... Oh my god, it's still not dead in one hit. I might need a stronger bow, I don't know. I've never had this issue before. I am using kind of a crappy bow. Let's try the Mighty and see what happens. Okay, so again, stay close to, underneath, but not touching the force field. The cannons will not target you. And we're going to come in from underneath and then fly up right next to said cannon. Okay, that bow still isn't working. I don't believe it. Maybe I need a Savage Lino bow here for that to work? Well, if that's the case, you might as well just use a regular old bow. Okay, so once again, underneath. But not touching the force field. And there's only 4 cannons, and this is our last one here, so we're just about done. Alright, so you might have to attempt that a couple of times before you get the hang of it. Because like I said, you're multitasking. You're trying to keep a good flight path for yourself going by letting go of and then re-engaging your chute or your paraglider. And then at the same time, you're trying to figure out where to target the stupid cannons from. So, yeah, you have a lot to watch out for. You have a lot to think about. So if you die, you die. You have to try again, you have to try again. It's no big deal. Just stay with it, and eventually it'll click, and you'll get through it just fine. Now when this is done loading, we're going to be on the Divine Beast. So when we come back, we're going to do the Divine Beast all in one video.